Hi guys, welcome back to the session. Today we will learn about modular bots where we run child bot from parent bot. So let's get started by understanding the concept of bot modularization. So bot modularization concept separates a task bot into several bots where each bot is built to perform one specific function of the greater task. So let's try to understand this with the help of an example. Let's say that you want to build a bot, say calculator, which performs mathematical operations add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Now, instead of writing the logic of these mathematical operations into a single bot calculator, what this bot modularization concept says, it says to consider this calculator as a parent bot and add, subtract, multiply, and divide as child bots. Then this parent bot can interact with child bot using the taskbot package of Automation Anywhere A2019. This package provides several actions required to interact between parent bot and child bot. Also, we can pass variables from parent bot to child bot and vice versa. For example, in this case, the parent bot would like to pass the numbers num1 and num2 for the mathematical operations, and in return these child bots can send the result of the mathematical operations to the parent bot. So this is how the bot modularization concept works. Next, let's look into the benefits of bot modularization, why we should create modular bots. So first benefit is it makes the bot reusable. For example, if we create this add, subtract, multiply and divide child bots, it is not only limited to be used by this calculator parent bot, it can be used by any other bot which requires these mathematical operations. So yes, it makes the bot reusable, which is one of the very best benefit. Also, it decreases the amount of time spent in maintaining the bots. Since the bots are modular, so it takes less time in maintenance of the bots. It makes error handling and troubleshooting easier. Also, it helps in data control as the child bot accepts and returns values through the use of variables. This minimizes the chance of data leakage. So now that we are familiar with the concept of bot modularization, let's quickly create a project in Automation Anywhere to understand this better. So here I am inside the control room of Automation Anywhere A2019. Let's begin to build our bots. So for that, let's move to bots, my bots, and create new bot from here. I will first create the child bot. So let's give the name of the bot as childbot addition, and let's click on create and edit. And here we are in the edit taskbot page. First of all, I'm going to create two number variables for addition. So for that, let's move to variables and create a variable from here. Let's give the name of the variable as num1, and this will be a variable of type number. And since the values of the numbers for addition will come from parent bot, so we'll have to check this option use as input. And let's click on create. In a similar way, I'm going to create the second number variable. Let's give the name as num2 of variable type number, and the num2 value of num2 variable will also come from the parent bot. So let's check this box use as input, and let's click on create. Now for addition, I'm going to use the actions from the number package. So this is the number package where we have the action assign. So add this assign action, and here I'm going to provide the number variables for addition. So press F2, and from here let's select this num1 variable. Let's click on yes insert. Put a plus sign for addition. Press F2 again and select this num2 variable. Let's click on yes insert. So this expression is going to add the numbers num1 and num2, and the result will be stored inside a variable. So create a new variable from here. Let's give the variable name as num3, which will be a variable of type number. So let's click on create and select from here. Now the result of addition I want to pass from child bot to the parent bot. But I want to pass the value as a string variable. Since this is a number variable, so I'm going to convert this into a string variable, for which I'm going to use the action toString from the number package itself. So let's add this toString, and here we'll enter the number. So hit F2 and select this num3, which holds the result of addition. So let's click on yes, insert, and let's assign it to our output variable. So create a variable from here. Let's keep the name as result. Let's keep the name as result, which will be a variable of type string. And since we will pass this result variable from this child bot to the parent bot, we'll have to check this box use as output. So here we have three options. Use as input is used when the value of the variable comes from parent bot to child bot. Use as output is used when the value of a variable is passed from child bot to the parent bot, which is the case with the result variable. We wish to pass the value of the result variable from child bot to the parent bot. That's why we have checked this option, use as output. Now the third option with us is the constant, that is read only. So in case you want to use a variable as a read only value, you don't want to modify the value in the project, so you can consider to check this option constant. So this is not required as of now. Let's go with this use as output option. So we created this result variable of type string as use as output. Let's click on create and select. So our child bot is ready to be used by the parent bot. Our child bot addition is ready to be used by the parent bot. Now one thing to notice here is that if you move to variables, we created two numbers num1 and num2 whose value will come from parent bot to child bot. But in case you wish to do the validations in the bot, whether this bot is working fine or not, whether this bot is performing the correct addition or not, in such case you can provide default values to these variables. So let's provide a default value over here for validations. Let's provide the default value for num1 as 10, and let's provide the default value of num2 as 20. Let's click on apply, and here I'm going to add a message box. So let me add a message box. Let's give a message as message from childbot, result of addition is, and the addition result is present inside a string variable. So press F2 and select this result from here. Let's click on yes, insert. Let's save this bot and let's quickly run this bot to see how it works. So we do not need to supply the values for num1 and num2 as of now. It's going to take the default values. So let's click on confirm, and the bot is running now, and it displayed the message as message from childbot, result of addition is 30, since we have provided the values as 10 and 20. So let's close this one, and let's close this as well. So the bot execution which we did now took the default values of num1 and num2. But please notice that when this child bot will be called from the parent bot, these default values will be overridden from the values which we provide in the parent bot. So let's quickly create the parent bot to understand this better. So for that, let's move to my bots and create new bot from here. Let's give the name of the bot as calculator, and let's click on create and edit. So here we are in the edit taskbot page. This is a parent bot from where we wish to run the child bot addition. So to do so, I'm going to search for the taskbot package. This is the taskbot package which provides the actions to interact with the child bot. So to run the child bot, I'm going to use this run action which runs the selected taskbot. So let's add this run action here. move to list view, and here we'll have to select the task bot which we wish to run. So it provides three options. Do you wish to run the current task bot? To run the current task bot, then we can select any control room file, or we can select a variable as well. Since the childbot edition which we created is a control room file, so we'll go with this control room file option. So let's hit browse. And from here I'm going to search for the childbot which we created, that is childbot edition. So this is the childbot which we created. Let's click on confirm. And as soon as we selected this bot, here you see it is asking for the input values for the variables num1 and num2, as we have selected the option use as input while creating them in the childbot. So let's provide some value here. Let's provide the value as 21 for num1 and num2 value as 4. So we provided the input values for num1 and num2. Next, we also have the option if we wish to repeat the execution of the task bot which we selected here. If you don't want to repeat, go with the option do not repeat, or if you want to repeat the execution, we can select this repeat n times and provide n value here. Also, we can repeat based on hour, minutes and seconds, so we can provide the options accordingly here. Since I do not want to repeat, so I will go with this do not repeat option. Next, we will assign the output to a dictionary variable. This dictionary variable will hold the variables from the childbot as a key value pair, which we marked as use as output. So create a dictionary variable from here. Let's give the name as dictionary, and make sure that you have selected the subtype as any, so that you can take any variable type from the childbot. So click on create and select, and I'm going to add a message box to display the results which come from the childbot. So let me add a message box here. Let's give the message as message from parent bot, result of addition is, and this result is inside a variable, so hit F2 and from here select this dictionary variable, and here we'll have to provide the dictionary key. So the variable name which we used in the child bot is used as a dictionary key in the parent bot. Since we use the variable name as result in the child bot which we marked as use as output, so that result variable name will be used as dictionary key in the parent bot. So let's click on yes, insert. So our parent bot is ready now to run the child bot edition and display the results from the child bot inside a message box. So let's save this parent bot and let's quickly run this bot to see how it works. And my bot is running now, and it displayed the message first of all from childbot, since we provided a message box in the childbot as well, as message from childbot result of addition is 25, which is the addition of the numbers 21 and 4 which we provided in the parent bot. So please notice that now it is not taking the default values of the num1 and num2 variables which we provided in the childbot. It is taking the values from the parent bot. So let's close this one, and here is another message from the parent bot. Here it says message from parent bot, result of addition is 25. So this 25 is coming from the dictionary variable which we created in the parent bot and used the key as the variable name from the child bot. So let's close this one. Let's close this as well, and in a similar way we can add multiple run actions here according to the requirement. Here in the calculator bot we can run actions for other mathematical operations such as subtract, multiply and divide. And that's all for this session, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like and share with your friends. Hit the bell button to get the updates on the latest videos, and if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel as well, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye bye.